One down, 3 to go. We've not named him yet. We need to name him. Hopefully, me and Dad have made it, well, me-proof. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. As you might be able to see, it's a little bit busy down here because we're doing a bit of building work before we get the bulls in. So this is kind of like our bull pen shed thing. We've got 4 pens in here, all sort of 10 foot wide, and then there's a gangway on the front, which is a scrape gangway that we, you know, helps keep the cows clean or whatever else. When this shed was first built, and I was only, oh God, I think this was built in like 95, so I was 3 or 4 years old, something like that, 4 years old. There was a sleeper wall across there. So Dad had some railway sleepers bolted to the front of these pens, and these gates kind of swing out, and then the bulls will feed in the troughs there, and they've got the water there and everything else. And what we do is we keep this gangway scraped up, and then keeps the straw back there. Those sleepers rotted away a bit back, to be fair. Probably longer than I think. I was going to say 3 or 4 years. It was probably longer than that. And we keep meaning to do something a bit more permanent, and we finally got round to it. It's one of those jobs that's been on the list for so long, and we just haven't done it. But this year, we've made sure we have. So what we've got rigged up here is some casting. So these are the casting sheets that Dad made years ago, and we use them for doing walls and stuff like that. And what we've got is we've got a 2 foot one on this side, and we've got a 1 foot one on that side. And the plan is to cast walls in on all of these pens here, so that we actually have something to hold the straw back. And we can keep this nice and clean, keep the bull's feet better, whatever else. We've got a little man in here. I say little man, he's like 800 odd kilos now. Oh, he heard us. This is our young stabilizer bull. He's in there at the minute, just sort of chilling. The plan is that we're gonna do that one on the end first, because we can do 3 at a time. But if we do the one on the end first, we can move him out and put him in the end, and then we can do the other 3 once he's moved. So it's now Friday afternoon. We've had a million and one things on today, just running around all over the place. We've finally got the shuttering up here. We've put a reinforced bar in there. We've drilled reinforcing bar into the floor. So I'm hoping that will keep it really sturdy, mainly for when we're clearing out, because obviously we muck out from there, pushes against that there. So we don't want to have it just sat on the top, because you'll just break it, it will snap. So hoping that reinforcing will just give us a bit of sturdiness to it. And we're going to concrete it about 1 foot high. It's going to be about 1 foot wide. We'll have a nice, good, chunky block of stuff there, which, fingers crossed, will do the job. And then if we get really excited, probably next year, we're going to take that bottom barrier off, and we're going to cast a 2 foot wall there, so it just makes life a lot easier for mucking out. But that's another story. That's going to go on the list. I say next year, it'll be in 5 years time, I'll be making another video and everyone will be like, I thought you said that was going to be next year. Yeah, you know what I mean. So we've got the sand there, we've got the mixer here, we've got the barrows ready. I think we need to get set up and hopefully get that one all filled before the weekend. And then on Monday, we can have a shuffle round and do the rest, as long as nothing goes wrong. There we go. 1 down, 3 to go. That one was a little bit awkward because the crash barriers obviously got a bit of a shape to them, so Dad's had to make a bit of a jig with the bandsaw just to make sure that, you know, get around in like weird shape, but it's held well. That's all in. Hopefully now Monday, that'll be dry. We can take the shuttering down, move everything that way, and bring the big man from down that end and put him in here. Then if that all goes to plan on Tuesday, once we've got all these panels up and all the rest of the rebarring, because obviously we've not rebarred the far end one where he is, we've got to do that. We can set to and get the last 3 concreted. And then the bulls can come in. Well, actually, no, that's not true, because I need to fix that gate over there. Well, you know, one where the bull jumped out when we had the HDB round? Yeah, I need to do that. But I've got the steel, so maybe by the end of the week, if things really go well, but we'll see. Boom, Monday. What a day, look at this. Glorious weather. What a day to be outside. Just walking back in here, and by the looks of it, it's pretty well set. That ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna undo these bolts, take this shuttering off. Hopefully that'll be pretty easy. I've got a crowbar just in case. And then we've got to bring the big man from that end round into here so that we can move everything that way, and then we can do the other 3. Dad's gone to get some more cement, and hopefully, I'm not sure, maybe we might get some done today. If things go well, we might get maybe 1 of these filled in. I'm not sure we'll get all 3 done, but it just depends how they go up, going that way. But we'll see. We'll get this one down first, and then we'll see how we're getting on. There we go, look at that. That is banging. It's a hell of a step, isn't it? Just, Jesus. She's wide. I'm really pleased with how that's come out. If they all look like that when we're done, we'll be in the money, because that is beautiful. It's casting really well at this end as well, where Dad put, if you see here, look, you can see where he's done his little bit round there. Beautiful. The other thing, if you're wondering why it's so wide, obviously we've cast in to the pillar there to make use of holding the concrete in place. But the other thing is, if I just swing this gate round, is what we're trying to do is make sure that the gates are on the inside of that concrete block. So the concrete block sticks out further than the gate. So when we're scraping up, it'll protect all these hinges and things like that, because I've took a couple of them hinges off in the past, and I can guarantee you it always happen about 4:30 in the afternoon when you just want to go, like, get done and go home, or on a Friday and you can't get the hinges, you got to like tie it up with string and pray they don't get together, and then go and weld it up and whatever else. So we're hoping that'll just do enough to protect it from getting caught with any wheels or the scrapers or anything like that. That's why it's quite a wide piece of concrete. Next job then, I'm actually going to clean that up and bring it down here a bit, but then we'll bring him down. Actually, thinking about it, what I could do is I can put him in there and shut him in a minute, because we're going to have to clean his pen up. Then we can bring the forklift down and clean that up and then let him out. Yeah, we'll do that. Come on, big lad. Come on, big boy. Come on. Come on in. Come on in. Come on. Come on. You can step over there. Come on. Up, up. There we go. It was like a Femke ball jumping over there. Is that over people's head, Femke ball? Do you like the 400-meter hurdle list? It's like amazing. Now I feel like we're getting somewhere. Actually, just coming back to this boy, he's making a nice bull now, isn't he? Because if you look at him, he weighs 820 kilos when we weighed him about a fortnight, 3 weeks ago, something like that. But I really like, he's got nice depth to the front of him. I'm not like too bothered about all the back end, but his front is deep. It's kind of like creates that masculine look. And if you want fertile animals, you need a masculine looking bull and a feminine looking cow. So you want like a wedge shape in your bull, which is bigger at the front, smaller at the back. And you want a wedge shape in your cow that's bigger at the back and smaller at the front. And that will have a direct correlation to your fertility. And I think he's lovely. I think he's an absolute beaut. We've not named him yet. We need to name him. Dad likes the name Apollo. Just for context, we need him to have a name beginning with A, because like breed societies, even though he's not pedigree and therefore isn't actually registered with the breed society, just to make it easy for us so that we know what bulls are like, what year he was born, he needs to have the letter A as the beginning letter of his name. So every bull or animal that was born in his year will start with the letter A. He needs to start with the letter A. Dad likes the name Apollo. Apparently Apollo means first, which kind of is nice because it's a nice short name. First is kind of like, he's our first bull that we've kept as our own bull. So I quite like it. Yeah, Apollo, what do you think? I think it's quite a nice name, and it abbreviates well because we use the initials on the calves tags so that we can monitor bull performance in calves. So AP for Apollo. Yeah, I quite like it. What do you think? And there we go. After all that fiddling about, the shuttering is up. Realised I didn't need to move that muck until we finished because the panelling goes over his gates. We've got to feed him and water him inside, so didn't have to worry about that too much, which is good. This is all shuttered up. All the gaps are all filled. All the rebar is in. Everything, I think, is good to go. We've got the vet coming because we've got a heifer with just a bit of a swollen foot. So we want to have a quick look at that and treat it. So we're not going to start concreting today because we want to just be able to get it done when we do it. So we're going to leave that now for today. We're going to come back tomorrow after breakfast and have a good session at it. And then hopefully by about Thursday, it'll be set enough. We can pop them off and job will be a good one. See you in the morning. And we're back. It's not so pleasant this morning. It's been raining. That cloud looks evil. It is cold, which is all right because I've got the whole like be bold, start cold thing. We'll shovel this pretty fast. Dad's got some water, we've got plenty of cement in the back of the Land Rover, so we're all set to go. We've got 3 of them to fill up, and hopefully, I think if we have a good run, it shouldn't take us too long to get it done, but we best get on with it. There we go, not too shabby at all. Look at that, all the way down there. Nice and smooth, it all troweled off. Just got to now wait for a couple of days to get that all sort of set. Today's Tuesday, so that's kind of Thursday. Hoping, we've got Finley here on Thursday. We're gonna fill in some potholes and stuff on the drive, but might get him to help take all that shuttering down. But hopefully then when that comes down, as long as we've got it all done properly, it should be a nice smooth block along there and the whole job will be done, and I'll feel a lot more confident about coming in here and scraping up, because every time I come in here I break something. Hopefully me and Dad have made it, well, me proof. So it's Thursday, we've got our staff here, Dad's cracking the whip, just taking all of this. paneling down now, and we can let the big man out at this end when we've done it. I'm hopeful that it's gone as well as that there. We've got it butted up nicely because we had to put this bit of wood in, because when we filled this, it moved the shuttering a little bit. Bit of wood's just secured it, so fingers crossed it's all good. It's shuttered in nice at this end, so it looks pretty good, and it's coming away quite nicely there. So we're going to crack these off, move these out of the way, and hopefully when we're done, it'll be right as rain. And there we have it, look. I'm really pleased with that. I think that's gonna make a hell of a difference. Keep everything separate now, stop them balls dragging all that stuff out, step over it well, really solid. It's gonna make cleaning it out a lot easier. And I'm really pleased as well how the first end's knitted in with this end, just there. So smooth. It's a real good job, I'm chuffed for that. It's gonna make a hell of a difference. All I've got left to do now is make that gate, which I'm gonna get on with. Maybe might do it this week, might do it next week. We'll get on with that gate, then we can get the balls in and everything will be lovely jubbly. The other thing I want to get down here and do at some point is all this concrete, because we've got like this mess of concrete there that needs all re-concreting. Just along here, this bit of concrete in front of the trough is all knackered, and I really would love to concrete from the corner there, like across to either the corner there or to the gateway, just because we use this part of the yard so much and it just ends up an absolute mess in the winter when it starts raining. But I don't know, I just can't afford to do it at the minute. Maybe if we could get some grant funding or something, it's probably worth having a dabble at, but it's just everything's so much money. Everything's so much bloody money. But you know, we can work on that. We'll work on it. Hopefully we'll get there one day and get it all sorted, because it'd make a really good yard if we could just get it tidy now. But I'm chuffed with that. I think that's an awesome job. We've got to crack on because Finley's here and we're going to do his favourite job now, which he doesn't know about, which is filling the potholes in on the drive. Got him doing it a couple of weeks ago and he didn't like it because he found it hard work. Whatever you get up to this weekend, have a great one. Look after yourselves. Wrap up warm because apparently it's going to get cold. See you in a bit. Ta-da!